All right, so today's gonna be week 6 and day 1. So we're gonna be doing chest and triceps. We're gonna start off with Incline Smith Machine to work on the upper chest because that's where I lack a little bit. I also notice I am lacking on the outer chest, so we're gonna be adding that next week or maybe sometime this week. But we're just gonna warm up with one plate and then we're just gonna do 2 sets as our working set, and we're gonna kind of keep it there the whole time. And here we're gonna just try to tuck our elbows in. And I'm not trying to fail here, but I do want to make it a little bit hard. So we are going to be going for 10 to 12 reps for each set. And it does get a little bit hard. As you can see here, it's starting to get a little bit hard. I know by the last one, I think I hit 8, maybe it was 10, I don't remember. And here we do want to keep our elbows not flared, so we want to keep them tucked just to protect the shoulder. So we're just going to try to keep them tucked as much as we can. And I'm not going to lock out at the top. I'm going to get very close, but I don't want to lock out at the top. It's intentional. Try to keep a little bit more tension on the chest. And this is the last set here. And as you can see, if I were to have gone up in weight, I probably wouldn't have been able to hit that rep range that I wanted. I probably could have did 1 or 2 more, but I calculated my weight correctly, so it worked out. Now for the second workout, we're going to be doing some shoulder press. You could either do a dumbbell or on this. I kind of like this machine. It's pretty nice. I'm warming up with the plate. We're going to be shooting for 10 to 12 reps. And we're going to be using neutral grip. Just kind of to help keep the joint safe. And we don't really want to bounce at the bottom. We want to get some pretty good reps. And so here we're not going to ego lift. We're definitely just going to try to keep that tension on the delts. One thing I do want to start kind of focusing on is bracing a little bit better and keeping my whole back on the bench. And as we get to the last couple sets, as you can see, it is slowing down in speed because it is getting a little bit harder. So I'm picking good weight where I know I can do all sets within that rep range, but it also not being too easy. Because I don't want to be able to bang out the weights super easy, but I also don't want to not be able to get my rep range. And for the next workout, we're going to be doing seated lateral raise, 4 sets of 15 and 20. I'm trying to get to 20 for each one. But I think on the last one, I don't hit it. I think I hit like 19. And here we're going to be working on the medial delts. And as you can see here, I should be bringing them up a little bit higher. That's on me. That's my fault. Work on that next time. And we're not going to want to use the momentum. We don't want to swing them. Keep the arms bent a little bit. And I'm not going heavy at all. I'm using 15 pounds for 20 reps. So as you can tell, it is getting hard. And I feel like if I did go with the 25 or 20, I definitely wouldn't be able to hit 20. And I'm not hitting 20 easily either. Like, I'm actually trying to hit 20. And even on the last one, I don't even get that 20. So I think I picked pretty good weight. I do have to raise my arms up a little bit. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit fatigued. So getting a little tough. And this one here is the 3rd set. As you can see, I'm struggling. Where I have to take a little break right here to actually finish it out. But I still try to finish it out. And I do hit 20 on this one. And here on the final set, I do know I only hit 19. And what I should have done was I should have did a drop set. So after I finished on this at the 19 reps, I should have lowered the weight. Even if it was just the 5 pounds, it doesn't matter. Just to bang out another couple reps. Probably would have been able to do like 10 to 15. And for the next workout, we are going to be using the seated overhead tricep extension. And we're going to be doing 3 sets of 12 to 15. I do like this machine because it does fix the elbow position so that I could just focus on the tricep long head. And I don't want to be using momentum too much. I'm not just blowing through them as fast as I can. I'm going a little bit faster than I would like. I didn't even notice until I'm watching it back. I'm not going to be going heavy on this. The goal here is just to kind of get that tricep stretch. I do want to go as deep as I can in that stretch and just have a controlled lockout. And I do like this machine because I'm not going to be leaning forward or rocking at all. So it's going to be a lot of triceps. And I do want to keep my elbow slightly in, but that's as best as I can. I'm not very flexible. I need to work on that. So a little stretching would probably help that out. But as you can see, I'm not flexible at all. So they are kind of going out a little bit. Your goal should be to keep your elbow slightly in. And this is going to be the last set of triceps. And for the last workout, we're going to be doing some flies. The goal is to keep my scapula retracted the entire time without turning this into a shoulder dominant workout, which a lot of people do. And of course, the more fatigued you get, the more shoulders you're going to start to use. As you can see, my shoulders are starting to come forward here. But the goal is to keep my scapula retracted the whole time. And relatively fast. Actually, it's not too bad. But you definitely want to have a tempo here. You could do like a 1 or 2 second squeeze, and you want that slow return. And this being the last workout, I am definitely fatigued. But this is going to help get that last nice low pump. And here's the last set. As you can see by the stack, I'm not going heavy at all. Because the heavier I go, the more shoulders I'm going to start using, and that's what I don't want. The goal here is for this to be a chest workout and not a shoulder dominant workout. Because your shoulders will take over the more fatigued you are. And that's going to be it for this workout.